One of the demon race members questioned their leader about whether any real changes were actually taking place. Since the heavens were already sealed, he wondered what they could possibly achieve. Another member agreed, suggesting they should simply pay their respects to the ancestor and head back to closed-door cultivation. A third individual chimed in, questioning if the old ancestor shouldn't have sensed this occurrence as well. He asked if any instructions had been given. The second speaker replied that he did not dare disturb the old ancestor, suggesting that if they wanted answers, they should ask him themselves. Their leader immediately silenced them, asserting that the manifestation of the human emperor was no small matter. He then commanded each faction to dispatch forces to investigate the situation on the plains. Everyone promptly agreed, and the scene shifted. Zhao Mu scratched his head and asked his master if his actions had been acceptable. Dugu Zan replied that it would suffice for now. Privately, however, he was in sheer disbelief that the Zhao Mu had managed to trigger such massive chaos, wondering if the young man's talent and aptitude were truly that monstrous. Meanwhile, Xing Ziyu teased Xiao Wegui, pointing out that if she remembered correctly, even Xiao Wegui's test results had not come close to that level. She asked him if that was correct. Embarrassed, Xiao Wegui answered that he simply had not unleashed his full power back then. Master Dugu Zan then approached Zhao Mu and informed him that testing his aptitude further was unnecessary. From that moment on, Zhao Mu would be under his personal guidance to cultivate the battle the heaven and earth technique. Zhao Mu respectfully agreed. Following this, they exited the room. Once outside, Dugu Zan explained that the true essence of battle the heaven and earth was not a specific set of moves or techniques, but a fighting spirit and a state of mind. As he prepared himself, Dugu Zan instructed Zhao Mu that his only task now was to closely observe the shifts in his aura, warning him that he would only demonstrate it a single time. Zhao Mu replied that he understood. Taking a deep breath, Master Dugu Zan instantly unleashed a fierce aura from his entire body, catching Zhao Mu off guard. His aura materialized into a colossal form of energy resembling a massive entity, which immediately launched a powerful strike that sent a massive beam of energy exploding straight up into the sky. As the dust and smoke gradually settled, Master Dugu Zan stood calmly. He then asked Zhao Mu if he comprehended what had just been done. Zhao Mu respectfully replied that the battle against heaven and earth represented the power to rule over all things. Master Dugu Zan fell silent at Zhao Mu's answer. He then placed an arm around him, offering praise for grasping so much so quickly. However, Zhao Mu expressed disappointment, noting that his master did not seem entirely pleased. He remarked that he probably should have waited until crossing into the core formation realm to enhance his comprehension before coming here. Master Dugu Zan advised him that there was no need to rush the cultivation of the battle against heaven and earth. He explained that this particular technique was best honed and understood through actual combat, noting that the more life or death battles he faced, the stronger he would naturally become. He then handed over a book titled The Sacred Origin Art. He informed Zhao Mu that as his master, he had another technique to impart, and he wanted Zhao Mu to focus on learning this one first. He added that it should help accelerate the growth of his combat strength. Zhao Mu accepted it immediately and inquired curiously if this technique was connected to the Holy Ancestor. Dugu Zan confirmed that his assumption was correct, explaining that the Sacred Origin Art was a personal creation of the Holy Ancestor. He noted that while it was not classified as a heaven-grade technique, its potential was immense, suggesting that it could easily rival a heavenly-grade technique once mastered to its absolute limit. Zhao Mu immediately caught on to his master's meaning. Before taking his leave, however, Dugu Zan instructed Zhao Mu to remain there for the next few days and focus entirely on mastering this technique. Zhao Mu respectfully acknowledged the command, reaffirming his understanding as his disciple. Yet, before Master Dugu Zan departed, he turned his attention toward Xing Ziyu and Xiao Wegui. He firmly warned the two not to cause any trouble for their junior brother, directing a pointed look especially at Xing Ziyu. The pair promptly assented to their master's orders. Not long after, Zhao Mu retreated to a quiet chamber to examine the manual. Just as he anticipated from a high-grade earth rank technique, it proved exceedingly difficult to practice, challenging even his current level of comprehension. The Sacred Origin Art was not designed as a combat technique, rather, it was a method dedicated to amplifying spiritual energy. This enhancement did not rely on draining one's latent potential or burning away lifespan, but focused instead on fortifying the meridians. He assumed a meditative posture and began his cultivation. As surging energy circulated throughout his body, he reflected on how meridians served as the pathways for spiritual power, noting that strengthening them was no simple feat. The fact that the sacred origin art could achieve this was a testament to the profound power of the holy ancestor. With newfound confidence, he decided to test just how many times he could amplify his spiritual energy. 3 days passed in continuous cultivation before Zhao Mu began channeling energy into his hand, realizing he could conjure a miniature version of the blazing flame palm. He decided to unleash the attack, and upon striking the wall, it produced a resounding explosion. He managed to shatter the structure despite the presence of protective array formations. The commotion caused Zhao Mu to quickly turn around as a voice echoed from behind him, remarking that he had inflicted an impressive amount of damage even with the defensive barriers in place. Zhao Mu was utterly startled to find Lady Saintess and Zixuan standing there. Lady Saintess and Zixuan added that Zhao Mu's speed in comprehending the sacred origin art had truly exceeded her expectations. Zhao Mu immediately offered a respectful greeting to Lady Saintess and Zixuan. However, his cheeks flushed crimson when Lady Saintess and Zixuan brought her foot near his shoulder. She pointed out that since he had successfully passed the trials of the 3 elders, shouldn't he be addressing her as his senior sister by now? Zhao Mu's face grew even redder as he mistakenly called Lady Saintess and Zixuan his master instead. From the portal she had manifested to reach his location, she extended root-like appendages that resembled tentacles. She informed Zhao Mu that she had already spoken with Elder Du Guzan, and instructed him to accompany her now. Before Zhao Mu could offer a response, vines tightly coiled around his entire body, swiftly pulling him through the gateway and into Lady Saintess and Zixuan's domain. He was thrown down roughly onto a large crimson bed. As he slowly pushed himself up, he wondered where Lady Saintess and Zixuan had transported him this time. Suddenly, he was caught off guard when Lady Saintess and Zixuan leaned down, resting against his lap. She then gradually closed the distance between their faces, asking him in a soft, alluring tone if he understood the true reason why she had accepted him as her disciple. Zhao Mu remained speechless, his face burning red as Lady Saintess and Zixuan closed in close to him.
The chapter ends here. Watch out for our upcoming uploads. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and click the notification bell so you'll always be updated on our future videos.